Hello, 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 hello. Thank God it's Friday. Thank you guys for actually stopping by for this wonderful Friday football club. Friday night football club. Thank you guys for joining. We really actually appreciate you. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for joining. If you are on Instagram, guys, don't forget to just switch over to YouTube because the show will soon commence. Thank you guys. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for always being there. Thank you guys for joining. So we have quite a lot of things to actually want to discuss today. I'll probably be having my long, my usual co-host, but he has been absent for so long here. I think he's probably gonna be back. And guys, I want to also appreciate you too. Like we are reaching like milestones on this YouTube, and very soon the dollar button will be available. So thank you guys for your support. This is just over 3 months. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you. I normally see those shares on Facebook, those shares on WhatsApp, also on Instagram, also on WhatsApp, on Instagram too. Thank you guys for your support. I really actually would appreciate you, and I promise too, I will not actually let you that. I will give you exclusive as today. Today is going to be super, super, super exclusive content today, guys. Just don't worry. Don't worry. We'll serve you. So let me just hail you guys. Lukman B, you are the first person to comment. I don't know where you are based, but you deserve to have a gift from me. Lucas Lukman B. So good evening to you too, Lukman B. Thank you for joining. And Lukman B, yes, thank God it's Friday. I'm happy. TC Gogo, my man from TC Gogo. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for joining. Our regular contributor, also a regular donor. I won't say donor, I would just say like gifter, regular gifter too. TC Gogo, thank you for joining. I also hail you, Nathaniel Ojo. Thank you, boss, for joining. Thank you. I really actually would appreciate you. And also Henry, my main man, the man full of wisdom. Henry, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. John Jones, I hail you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Taiwo Okwande, my brother from Ireland. Thank you for joining. If you remember Taiwo Okwande very well, he used to join our trivia program, and a very funny person. So thank you for joining. Also on Instagram too. I also hail you on Instagram. Peter Wonderful, please move to YouTube. And Ola keeps is joining us from Russia. So hey, get white dog 101. Thank you for joining. I know that name on Instagram. Thank you for joining. This is like a family, and I really appreciate all of you. I really appreciate all of you. So let's kickstart. Let's kickstart. I don't want to waste too much time. I want us to just to dive into what we are meant to actually discuss today. And as usual, we'll talk about as usual, yesterday the NFF sent invitations to invited players. So through some few things, we know some of the players invited to the match window. We'll discuss that one later. So, and also talk about what's happening in Rwanda and also what's happening in Zimbabwe. Talking about the time that the game will take place in Rwanda is out. So I will tell you the time that the game will take place, the day and the time the game will take place. We also have our main man, our friend of the house. Is going to be live in Rwanda. Imagine traveling from Europe, live in Rwanda. It's going to be reporting live for us from Rwanda. So watch out for that type of content too. Today too, we discuss about injury worries. Injury worries. Two players already out. One player is still doubtful, but one is already out. That's Emiya. Emiya is out. But we'll talk about more into that too. There's a new defender in the Super Eagles currently now. Eric Chell have already invited an uncapped defender. in the Super Eagles now. We'll talk about the uncapped defender too. And also, we'll talk about the support that the NFF and the Sport Ministry and the Sport Commission is giving the Super Eagles. For this World Cup qualifier, we'll talk about that one too towards the end of the program. So, today it's going to be a very interesting conversation. If I say this Ola Cubes, I will bring Koboko to come and meet you in this Instagram. I go bring Koboko to come and meet you there, Ola Cubes. I go bring Koboko to come and give you I will bring Koboko and big to come and give you in that Instagram. Come and join on YouTube directly. So because we'll be heading the stream as soon as we get to Super Eagles Matter too. Look at it like IoT. When we get to Super Eagles Matter, I'm going to head the stream on Instagram. So I know why you say it here. Hey, Katilo, let me hear you before I start. Katilo, my friend, I hear you. Big name journalist, I hear you. Thank you guys for joining. Yeah, let me just start. It said that I used to say something to say charity actually what begins at home. Like let's start from the home front. So yeah, so the NPFL, is actually what we're already on the week 26 of the NPFL, and is getting close to about 14, about how many games left now? About 12 games left to actually to finish the NPFL season. So you can see that Raymond Stars actually have 51 points. I have to be honest with you. This is the first time I will see a clear leader in the Nigeria NPFL. Raymond Stars they won 16 games, drew 3, lost 7, scored 35 goals, considered what 20 goals. A clear leader. For me, this is like a Liverpool type of lead, similar to the to the what's it called? Similar to the EPL, because they're like 9 points clear of Rivers United now. And for me, even I don't see they don't lose in the Kenne, so I don't see them, surrendering this league. I think Kuleshiname will be getting the first ever league title this year. For me, I think Remo Stars will win the NPFL. And unfortunately, there might be an NNL game at the Gospel Aquabio Stadium in Uyo, because Aqua United is languishing at the relegation zone with 24 points, along with Dynamokashi's Luby Stars. No, I know I heard he retired already. Lobby Stars, Sunshine Stars, and Nasarawa United. So for me, Nasarawa is like something. They will go up, they will come down, go up, come down. So I'm not surprised to see Nasarawa battling relegation here. So Sunshine Stars too. I'm so surprised that Sunshine Star very consistent in the NPFL. I don't know what is really happening to them, but I just wish they could actually I wish they could actually sort their home ground out. I appealed to Governor Ayeditiwa, the governor of Ondo State, that they should try and renovate the Ondo State Sport Complex so that Sunshine Stars can be able to play their home games there. Playing their home games in the Kenya is not really benefiting them. For me, I think the best thing for them is to play at the Akure, at the Ondo State Sport Complex in Akure. So that's on the NPFL. So yes, we move away from the NPFL now quickly. So yes, we are here now talking about um so guys, please like the video. Thank you guys. Thank you for reminding me about that. I don't forget to. I don't deal with like that. Please guys, like the video. We're 27 now. Please like the video. Like the video. Please like the video so that we can actually enjoy the conversation more, so that other people can actually join too. Like the video is very important. Please, at least that one help us more, because they can be able to show it to more people. If you actually were liking the video. So last week, Nigeria was set to travel to Egypt for a two match, if like a training match against the junior pharaohs of Egypt. But when the draw came out, Nigeria actually played against had to play against Egypt in the group stage. So they and you have to cancel the what's it called, the friendly game. So they now chose the young elephants of Ivory Coast. So they played the first game. They beat the young elephants by 2 goals to nothing. Goals scored by Divine Olise and also Daniel Bamayi. But the second leg today, the Flying Eagles surrendered to a 2-0 defeat, a 2-0 loss to the young elephants of Ivory Coast. So that's about that. But that is even not it's not the loss or the win that got a lot of people here were talking. It's because of the way the player actually looked. So, for example, now this is Nigerian captain Daniel Bamayi. I think he's 18 years of age. So I know a lot of people have been wondering. He's 18 years of age, but this thing is very difficult for you to get into this conversation, because you are not their father. You don't know where they actually were born. But looking at the Ivorians and also the Flying Eagles, you realize that they don't seem to be really that at that age. But what can we say? Because we're not there when they actually gave birth to them. So this is like the full team now that actually came out. This is the full team that came out. That goalkeeper you see there is Ebenezer Akot of Sporting Lagos. Is just 15 years of age. The goalkeeper there is just 15 years of age. You have the guy wearing number 7 is Aruna Saki or so. Is it Aruna Saki? The boy is 18 years of age. No, 19 years of age now. I've been hearing a lot of people say that they've known this guy to play in the NNL 13 years ago. So I don't know how true that one is, but I will try and do my findings very well. If I see any good thing, any findings, I'm going to bring it out, because we have to stop these things in Nigerian football. So for me, I'm not impressed with the boys I can see here. Sometimes you can't judge their age with the way they look. But if you have to see that these are under 20 players, it's going to be a lot of is it- so who's number 14? So Osaro Patrick says that number 14. So it's just crazy the way they actually look. I spoke to one guy that is very close to one of these players. The player is I will not mention the player's name. So he told me that the boy is not 20. Said the boy is like 27. But uh if he's if he's 27 too, it's not 20, it's not 20. So we just have to balance these things out. So for me, if we have to define what we want with our national team, in my own opinion, because under 20 we didn't qualify for the under 17 AFCON. So now this under 20 AFCON, we should be looking at them, or that they should get into Super Eagles, in 2 or 3 years. But if when what's it called? When I think 2013, when Ndidi they were playing under 20, Ndidi, when he was playing under 20, and one of these boys too was also in the camp for under 20. Ndidi play under 20 in 2015. And one of these guys too was also in camp for that under 20. That means that there's a big problem with this thing. There's a big problem with this issue. Because if the player that was in camp 12 years ago is still in camp again for under 20 this time around, I think we need to look inward and be able to fish out those doing all these things so that they will not actually take us for granted. Because when you say you are playing under 20 12 years ago, that's a long time ago. That's a long time ago. 12 years ago under 20, it's a long time ago. You were in the camp. It's a long time ago. So, and the same under 20, you are still in camp again. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on. So, what I just understand basically is that if it's 19 years now, and 12 years ago, he was playing under 20, that means that at that point, it was 7 years. No, no, no. I think we need to look at these things inward. Look inward, look at, because for me, the player is not even doing well in the under 20. It's not fantastic. It's not even doing well. So, what is now the purpose? It's not even doing well. What's now the purpose? The captain, I went to his Facebook page. His Facebook page, the pictures that he snapped in 2015, 2014 was there, but now he has removed it. He was playing for, was it Water FC or so? So, and that time, when he played last under 20, he said he was 16 years of age. 16. Daniel Bamayi was 16 years of age. 16, he was 16 years of age at that time. So, for him to say he was actually 16 years of age at that time, that is actually a big shame. I don't want to like shade him, but for me, we just need to get all these things right too. Sometimes it's very vital. So I wish them the very best of luck. I hope that Coach Ali Zubero can look at all these things too and realize that the guy that is bringing out to play under 20 for Nigeria, they are actually real under 20. Even if they are not real under 20, if they are under 23 playing under 20, we still accept them. But my opinion is that if they are already more than 30 years of age and they are now playing under 20, when will they go to Europe? When will they go and develop? So, please and please, I just hope that this under 20 AFCON will not be like 2007. No, 2007. The Friday Inyam set that we had to like repeat and repeat. No, we need we need young players. We need young players. Because when you look at this 16 years old thing, for example, now, I'm surprised that the goalkeeper is still 15 years of age, which is not bad. But it's just, let's just get it right, because you cannot eat your cake and have it. These guys will be expecting these guys to develop and become super good players in the next 2, 3 years, 4 years. But if these guys are now even retiring before Osimhen, retiring before Lookman, that is going to be a very big shame. That's going to be a very big shame. I just hope that, and another, that was, and another thing is this: the next Olympic that is coming up, this under 20, they are meant to play the next Olympic. Why can't we start building this under 20 for the next Olympic Games? Why can't we? Why can't we plan with this under 20 for the next Olympic Games? Because the way things are now, these boys they don't get tired before the next under 20. And majority of these boys you see here, they are still playing academy football in Nigeria. Academy football in Nigeria. If you are still playing academy football at the age of 30 years, 32 years, no, it's unacceptable. We need to actually add standards to all these things. I believe that I like Ibrahim Gusso, though I know he might not be there before the Olympic next year, but if he wants history to be kind to him, he should call these people to order. We should present a nice under 20. You will see them now. They will go and play against Morocco. Morocco will beat them. Morocco will under 20. They will beat them. So why are we now carrying old men to go and play under 20? So in my opinion, I just think that the NFF should plan for the next Olympic with this under 20. It's very important. So I wish Ali Zubeiru the very best of luck. I wish Ibrahim Gusso the very best of luck too with this under 20. I hope they could get their heads round and look for a way to get younger players in, so that at least they can represent Nigeria very well. So thank you for that. So am I long? So some of you, you might not even recognize him again, but he's there waiting. Is that whether he just came back from a journey? I'm not mentioning the journey. Maybe he's the one that will come and tell you by himself. So he's my regular co-host here. Now he's waiting, so let me just bring you on quickly. So I'm going to play sound for him to bring him on quickly. Let me play. I'll play sound for him to actually want to bring him on quickly. Thank you for actually to join. So Nawada, you've been a long time. So what have you been up to?
I'm glad to be back on the show. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to our lovers, everybody, to lovers of Ghana football. Happy New Year to lovers of the Super Eagles. Happy New Year to everybody. I'm glad to be here. I was away back in our country, Nigeria. I ran from the cold weather, the Republic of Ireland and the United Kingdom. And it was a good time in Nigeria, although things are not so great in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But it was
so that you went for a military journey. Is it true?
No, not military journey. It was not military journey, but it was a good time. It was a good time.
Okay. Thanks. Nice for you. Before you actually join this thing, I'll still ask you about some few things. I was discussing about this under 20. I said that this
I got you. Yeah.
This is extremely unacceptable. So, what do you think we should? Because, in all honesty, I got the report. Not even a report. I'm going to post it very
Please,
soon.
is Daniel Dagger still under 20?
Yeah, he's still there, but he moved abroad. He moved abroad. Daniel, see, this Daniel you see, eh?
All right, I said Daniel Dagger. Baba Ye.
Daniel play Super Eagles. Super under 20. Play under 23. Oh. In fact, when he was in 23, they don't call him Daniel Bamayi, they call him Daniel Kolusho. In 23, he was playing. He played there at 23. He played at 20 twice now. On 17, he's the only one he didn't play. Maybe because of the MRI.
They have seen a found club for him.
He's still playing for Bayelsa United. So he played under Saisi Yusuf on 20. In fact, he was part of the team that went to go and play in Tanzania in the Olympic qualifier.
Yes. Wait, who is the new coach of this under 20?
It's Ali Zubeiru. Over there was man, He's from a former. He used to work. I think he's from Kwara State. He's the current Economic Warriors coach. Very good man, but for me, this is not enough. This is not good enough.
I think it was on I think was Instagram live he went yesterday, and somebody was saying that we have not had youth players to challenge our senior players, and that's
Mhm.
why they are not retiring.
Yeah.
And it's facts. I watched Arsenal versus Man United under 18
Mm-hmm.
FA Cup game this night. And if you see those boys, how they were playing football, I'm sorry, they will beat our under 23.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe our Super Eagles will use physicality to beat those boys.
Mm-hmm.
See it in one area, see how Skelly. Those boys are 15, 16, and they are playing at the top level.
Mm-hmm.
At the top level.
Mm-hmm.
They are not playing youth football. It's not young youth football.
Mm-hmm.
They are playing at the highest level
Mm-hmm.
of international football.
Mm-hmm.
We are not taking football seriously in Nigeria.
Yeah, so
We say we love football. This is a lie. We don't love football.
we don't. I don't think we. We don't think. Well, I think we're just. We're not football fans. We are just cashing out because uh, if you look at, in my own opinion, if you look at this team, I was just wondering that what stop? Why? How come Coach Daniel Ogunmode did not select Daniel Bamayi for Chan? That means that he wasn't good enough. That means he wasn't good enough. Why do you think he doesn't select him for Chan? It wasn't good enough. So I'm not here to come and criticize him directly, but it's just that it's those selecting him. It's those selecting them. For example, now, Ebenezer Akot, the goalkeeper you see here, is just 15 years of age.
15.
Yes, 14 to 15. Just clock. I think it was 14 last year. Yeah, it's 15 now. So, it's just that we need to be able to. For me, there's a player here. Eh? If you go on YouTube now, he said that he joined his club in 2012 when they were playing NNL amateur also. The player is here. The player trained with under 20 of Abdul Jalil Adagun, under 20
Ah,
of Olarewaju Kayode, under
that means on
2013.
Ajagun set was
2013.
2005 that they played under
No,
17.
no,
So
no,
he's
no,
saying
no. 2009, they have played at 20, 2011, and 2013.
okay, 2011, 2009, yes.
Yes, he played with all those Ndidi in 2013. So now you're not coming to 20, say you're 19. No. This is Musa is just 2 years older than Musa is just 2 years ahead of him in under 20 because Musa played under 20 just 2 years before, and you say that you are coming to play at 20 again. No, this is not acceptable.
And you know the interesting thing is, while I was much younger, if you want to play a school that is filled with white people, they will
Mm-hmm,
say, they are not strong. In my local data, they will say, if anybody.
mm-hmm,
Now, those young boys are very strong.
mm-hmm,
Those inter you see, they are very strong, physical and technical.
mm-hmm,
Football is leaving us behind.
mm-hmm,
If we know we're not ready for football, let's just leave it
mm-hmm.
and let's stop disgracing ourselves.
Because I posted one guy. I'm going to leave this matter now very quickly. I posted one guy. Then some people say that make I no collect waiting they use chop now. I said chop waiting. We have to be sincere with ourselves. So that stop waiting they use chop now. Because at the end of the day, it's Nigeria. Okay, how about that? After Chukwueze said, who do you think promoted from our youth team to
Nobody. There's
nobody,
nobody. There's
nobody,
nobody.
nobody,
There's, see,
nobody.
it's like there's no, when there's a structure, there's a channel that you pass through.
Mm-hmm,
Once you there are benchmarks, there are milestones. Once you achieve this, you move to this.
mm-hmm,
I'll give another example. Luis Kelly now, the main national team, Thomas Tuchel is looking to bring him
mm-hmm,
into the national team. Go back and look at Luis Kelly's history. He has played the under 9s for England, played the under 11s, played
Mm-hmm.
the under 15s, played
Mm-hmm.
the under 17s.
Mm-hmm.
From when he got to the under 17, the England national team has asked for his record and has started monitoring him.
Mm-hmm.
And when Tuchel came and he saw his how he's doing in national, they asked for his records.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even follow. We don't even have a certain age and say, okay, this set of players are here. This is how they are performing.
Mm-hmm.
If people don't know, the under 19s, the under 21s, when the main team are on international break, they have their own part in
Mm-hmm.
St. George's Park
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
where they train and see the main team. If they need any player, they just tell them, come and meet us in the main campus in
Yes.
St. George's Park.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where there is a system,
Mm-hmm.
where things are in order, where there's a structure, where you know that as a player, if I perform well in the under 19s, there is
Mm-hmm.
hope for me to get into the main team.
Yes. It's sad. It's sad, and it's sad. I just hope that we get these things right one day. We be able to do these things well
And
because
we keep saying, oh, Super Eagles is Super Chickens. When the foundation is faulty, the main
yes.
body cannot be good.
Mm-hmm.
We will
Yes.
not have a we will not have a good Super Eagles if we
Mm-hmm.
don't have a good younger generation because
Yes.
we're not producing crop of talent again. We're not producing the right players for the main body.
Yes.
Let's go back and look at the Super Eagles we call the Super Eagles. Where
Yeah.
did they start from?
Mm-hmm.
I
Hmm.
saw old Niger post a video clip, and he was referring to the under 20, the Flying Eagles, or a
Mm-hmm.
particular say, I can't remember 2003 or
Yeah.
something.
Hmm.
Brown with the year, Ichejile and Ife Ambrose were in that team,
Yeah.
and they are part of the team that won the 2013 AFCON Nations Cup. It's
Yes.
because they were in a system. There was a system for them.
Yes.
But where is the system now?
Mhm.
Nothing. It's
Yes.
just John John.
Mm-hmm.
You want to sell player,
Mm-hmm.
and you now be complaining Super Eagles.
Yeah.
Bring if you like, bring Guardiola.
Yes.
If there's no system, if there's no right system in place,
Mm-hmm.
Super Eagles will still be faulty.
I will see 40. So let's just move on to this player because that thank you that for that good days. I just want to move on to this player because I want to spend 2 minutes on him. He's Jacob Murphy. I've been
Mm.
hearing news that he get Nigeria and everything. But when did this guy sit down and have interview with you directly and tell you that some of there's one notorious guy on Facebook. I don't know, maybe you call him Stalin fans. He's so good at manufacturing fake news. He just bring everything together and say, see, the truth is this: Nigeria is not on his list because he has never been to Nigeria before. It's like just for you now, as to go and just go and where you have not been before. You want to go. In fact, Seb, the
He
Nigerian
does
player
not. He does not have any
have
connection with
any
Nigeria.
connection with Nigeria. In fact, the the Nigerian Ini boy itself, they're not even close to him.
Mm.
Our Ini boys, so if our Ini boys are actually close to him,
He doesn't have any relationship with
doesn't
any of
have
the NA boys.
he doesn't have any relationship with the Ini boys. He doesn't have it. So it's like he's starting the process. So he's not ready. So I
So
beg.
if people don't know, even before Ademola Lookman came into the main Super Eagles, he was friends with the likes of Iwobi,
Yes, he was.
Olaino.
Yes.
They talk
Mm-hmm.
because even Fikayo Tomori, his
Mm-hmm.
friends, him and Olaino, they grew. They were in the same academy together, so they
Yes.
have that connection with Tammy Abraham. But
Yes.
him, there's no connection with anybody.
Mm-hmm. So for me, when he's ready. But it's not ready for now. It's not ready for June. It needs to start. It's a different journey entirely. And if it's not too late, I wish him the very best of luck. So a player that we probably integrate directly is this guy
Mm.
because
This is he still has a relationship. With
He's got a
Iwobi,
relationship with Lukman, with Iwobi.
all of them, all of them.
It's like slightly older than Lukman, that type of guys. But he's a very good friend of Iwobi. They are very, very close ally with Ola. And
I
so
even
that
the family of Iwobi and Akpom, they are quite close too.
they are very close. They speak the same, local dialect and everything. They are very close. So for me, I just think that if a new player is coming directly, it's a different ball entirely, different thing entirely. And so for me, I just think that we need to just be, get it as you what. Don't blame these guys. Let these guys take their time. The same time came to this guy too. Oh, yeah, no, no, no. I heard that they spoke to him. That's a fact. They spoke to this guy. But the issue is that the AFCON, he needs to just settle. He needs to settle. He needs to be able to plan his life. He's current first choice of German under 21. So you see, if you see his glove, what do you see there? Green, white, green. Can you see?
Nigeria.
Uh-huh. So it's not someone that he says is denying you. It's just just calm down slightly, about that, because a lot of people have been making reference down social media, say this is not going to call up again to get Nigeria. No, 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 no. Take it easy, please. Some of these guys have never been to Nigeria before. They need to come to
Mhm.
Nigeria, see how things are done. So from there, they can take it up. Lukman came to Nigeria. He went to his village. It's when the born in Papa, he saw what they did there.
He went back to his roots.
Yeah, to its roots. So at the end of the day, it's about connection that you feel with these people. So on Instagram, I'm gonna let you guys go, because we are going to Super Eagles matter. So I'm gonna discuss the player, but I will tell you something. I have some privileged information to some of the names that have been included, but I will not tell you the names. But if you are been following me very well, if you are smart enough to guess that player, it won't be a problem for you. Just hold on. I will actually we right by one another. So I want to take you guys on Instagram. Guys, go on YouTube and go and join. Instagram, see you guys later. Guys, on YouTube, I've given you enough time to go and join. So thank you. See you guys on YouTube. So yeah, Instagram. Thank you. See you guys on YouTube. So I want to talk about our player focus here. And purposely, I really wanted to discuss this guy. And the reason is because it's just because something is happening, which I will not talk about. It's called Tolu Arokodare. And what a coincidence. When I was preparing to his analysis and everything, I just read that he's called this evening against clubs in Charleroi in Belgium. So he's now 16 goals now. He's the most dangerous, he's the best striker currently, the Belgium Pro League, a very good player indeed. So I'm really happy with his progress. So I just want to give you like a quick analysis about what is really going on, how I think the guy has really actually improve his game. So let me just start. So for example, now this is where Tolu Arokodare normally actually operates. So you can see that when you see a player get him off his touches here, what do you call the player? Box striker.
A fox in the box.
Fox in the box. You can see those ones there. Imagine if you have SG of 10.91.
Expected goals.
Yes, and you score 8 there. That means that you
You're a
are
prolific striker.
a prolific striker. You have SG of I'm not a comment now. So
I know the comment you just saw.
so 10.91, and some are actually having 8 goals. For me, the SG is actually perfect. You can see exactly this is the heat map, all round game. You can see despite one good thing about it is that about this guy is that he still come to the midfield and actually try and like do like a link
To
up
win the
play,
play.
win the play and everything. But you can see those red things are concentrated, into the box. You can see that actually where he actually this thing. You can see the areas too. Defensive actions are the ones you see in gray there. The black one is interceptions, while the foul are the ones. So it's still foul players too in the box, but I will tell you the reason why he actually is doing that. So kudos to TFA. I got this one off their website. Fantastic people Good analyst. So, example of Tolu's play that he has really improved on this season, and why do you think he's one of the best players currently now in the Belgian Pro League is this? This was against Gent, KLC Gent in Belgium. So he came. No, I told you that it comes to help his player. He came to pass the ball directly. You can see he's on the move. It's okay. He's expecting because he wanted them to start the build up again. It's okay, so that they can actually take position. So he was trying to escape early press from Gent of Belgium. So he now moved to pass the ball. You can see if you see those pictures directly, you can see the cross. That's the same action. It's there. He scored the goals directly. So these are the things. So he tries on balls like this. He want them. He wants to catch the defender off guard, and you can see exactly the net actually what the next to. So one thing that he has really improved on this season is that what is hold up play, is link up play, and also what's it called, the way he normally actually attack space. And that part, we actually what saw here basically is that is intelligence. If you see the first picture on your left, on the left corner there, you can realize that the left top corner, you can see that it's actually waiting for the cross. It tears from its opponent, expect the cross, to that about it. So for me, it's movement and the way he attacks the ball has been actually really fantastic this season. A lot of people have been saying that, oh, but Onu actually did the same thing too. See, the type of goals that he's scoring is slightly different, from the one Paul scored. That's just makes it slightly different. And also too, the same thing, you can see the way it tears away from his marker in the box and actually scored directly here. So this was against actually against OHL in the Belgian actually Pro League. What I like about him is this, I like striker that like to attack space. And that's why I will always acknowledge and cherish Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the former Arsenal striker. A very good space striker. He knows where the space is. And he attacks the space like a tsunami. I like that compared to Mikel Moreno.
Now, please, let's go straight to what we're talking about.
No, I was just saying that is that Mikel Moreno never trained as a striker before. But that is you never know now. It depends on people that being a striker. So the same thing too. Another thing that Tolu really really impressed on basically is actually what improved on is his press. He like to he normally actually read out passes and actually intercept them, which actually like from a striker. If we are going to play this World Cup qualifier, we must be able to press our opposing defenders in the box. Very, very important. He did that one here, he won the ball. So the same thing here too. He went for this guy, he stopped the guy from playing from the back, he took the ball off him, fantastic pressing. So I was really actually happy with so for me, fantastic, like that. So Tolu has been, in all honesty, Tolu has actually been fantastic this season. And I mentioned it earlier. The key areas Tolu actually improve on is hold up play, is pressing, is the way he attacks spaces, and actually is link up play. Those four areas I mentioned earlier, Tolu really actually improved on it. And I wish him the very best of luck. I don't think he will stay in Belgium this season. I think a bigger offer will come for him.
Definitely.
So let me just ask you about Tolu Arokodare. So what are you a fan of Tolu Arokodare?
I'm always a fan of technical players that don't just rely on physicality and have the brain to be agile in the box. I haven't watched him a lot. I wouldn't say I know much about him. I've heard about him, but when you have the ability to be able to link up play, because as a modern day attacker, that's one of the attributes you need.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a very few strikers now that you see that don't link up play. A very few. So it's important that. But the only issue I think I'll have is in the Super Eagles we have a lot of strikers.
Mm-hmm.
What he needs to bring something very different to others. for him to earn a bat
Mm-hmm.
in the squad, not even the starting level now, in the
Yeah.
squad, because
Yeah.
we have a number of strikers that in and around are doing well. I've had some come and go, so he needs to. And I don't like to judge players on no issues against the Belgian league, no disrespect, but would like to see him step up to, let's say, maybe the Spanish league or
Yeah.
the Bundesliga and see how
Yeah.
far he can deliver.
Yes. So, and yeah, I wish him the actually what the very best of luck. I hope that he can actually he can make it to the bigger leagues and and do well, for himself and both for Nigeria too. Because when he's doing well, a lot of Nigerians actually what happy. So let's move on to this man because when if you write his name on YouTube now and you want to discuss about him, a lot of people will want to hear your opinion about him. It's not a person, but actually what they call is he people say I don't know how to call him more. Is he Eric Shelley? Is he Oshele or is he
Eric
Shelley?
Shelley.
Eric Shell, I don't so let me call him Eric Shell because people don't say I don't abuse him. So he has been working and working hard, and on Friday, not on Friday, today's Friday, on Thursday, they sent out the list of invited players, to the match window.
Snidely, please
And
give me that list in the backdrop.
no, Free, I'm not honesty too. I've not got the complete list, but he sent those. They sent the invitations to them. The players will receive. They already got the invitations already yesterday. So you know the major problem is having is the goalkeeper region. Is that goalkeeper? You know, he's not convinced about the ones we have back home in Nigeria. He's just looking at what could be the solution. But I just hope that he could figure out that solution too. He's going to stay in the status quo. But I can tell you, I can give you hints about some player that have been invited. I will not tell you the name. I'll just show you half of their picture. So if you can get them, now you know. So I can tell you that this player has been invited, but I will not show you his face. I will not show you where the player plays. I will not show you where the player is from, but this player has been invited to play in the match window for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And I wish him the very best of luck. A lot of people have been guessing, continue guessing. I will not mention. If you say I should mention, I will not mention. He has moved. He has actually has been invited to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I wish him the very best of luck. Very happy to actually want to be there. And I wish him the very best of luck. They got those invitations yesterday. As soon as I got more of those invitations, I will let you know. I will let you know about them. Another player too that also got invited for Super Eagles of Nigeria is this player. So he also got invited. Is this player for the Super Eagles of Nigeria? I don't call the head off. So you cannot see the player. I've also called the player's head off. So he has been invited, for you can see that Atlia is wearing gloves, he's going to be a goalkeeper. So he has been invited for the match window. And he's gonna be there for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. That's why when I say something in this life, when you don't expect something, it just comes to you.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Where's that one right there? Yeah. So when you don't expect something, it just comes to you. All these people, they didn't even check their thing. So it's there. When you're expecting something, for example, now some big boys look at this player. Do you expect him not to get invited?
He would.
So that one will just say, okay, never send them, we go no say he has been invited. It's okay. But this player, I'm not mentioning the player's name, he also was been invited. What I'm saying is that I wish them the very best of luck. I hope that they can actually do well for Nigeria and do well for Nigeria, in the future. That is actually what my take. As soon as I get some of these guys, I will let them actually know. It's like a player, it's like a player or two from the Spanish La Liga, made the team. A player or two from the Spanish La Liga made the team. I will confirm those names for you. I cannot confirm too that the the I don't want to mention his name fully. Uh, the highest goal scorer for Nigeria at the World Cup did not make the list. So did not make the list. So, and if you know the player, if you don't know it, you forget about it. The highest goal scorer in Nigeria at the World Cup is still playing and he's still wasting strong. He's still going strong. Did not actually make the list. But because he didn't make the list, it doesn't mean that he will not support Nigeria. So, but I just want to actually which all of them actually the very best of luck. But I want to ask you a question, like whether inviting, for example, now out of the two players I just mentioned, one of them will be coming to Nigeria Super Eagles for the first time, to play for Nigeria. I want to ask you, do you think it's good to invite a newcomer for a crucial World Cup qualifier?
It's like it depends. It's a new coach, it's a new terrain, it's a new environment.
Mm-hmm.
It's critical, but the opponent does not know what he have never seen Nigeria set up under him. So you
Mm-hmm.
don't even know what. In this kind of games, the opponent will not know how to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
And bringing a new player, I do not think. I think it's a good thing. It makes the player understand the it,
Mm-hmm.
what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm sure the players, I expect, don't let me say I know, I expect the players to be geared up, gingered up.
Mm-hmm.
I expect a manager bounce. This is a new manager.
Yeah.
Everybody will want to show off what they've got to impress the manager. The Nations Cup is at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody will want to go to the Nations Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody wants to make an impression to the
Mm-hmm.
new gaffer, to the new coach.
Yeah.
So invite, if he was an old manager, I'll say, okay, maybe unbalance the team. But right now, definitely we know there are some senior heads,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a level playing field for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you're a newcomer
Mm-hmm.
or you're an old person, you
Mm-hmm.
have relatively almost the same chance of
Mm-hmm.
starting
Mm-hmm.
under a new manager.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
that you were playing before,
Mm-hmm.
there's no assurance under the new manager you play.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a new system. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we were looking at, oh, he has not played for Nigeria before. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't know. But if fits the manager system like a glove, Smith
Mm-hmm.
Lai will not know that this is the first time he's playing for Nigeria.
Hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
If
Because
like
the
if
manager himself picked him that
exactly
mm-hmm.
if the manager knows what he has seen, he knows what he wants to set up, he
Mm-hmm.
already knows how he wants to fit into that
Mm-hmm.
particular system.
Mm-hmm.
So once he puts it in and say, okay, I've seen you do this, I've seen you do this, he has a belief in him. It's
Mm-hmm.
just for that player to now translate the belief onto the pitch and
Mm-hmm.
give. Why we say, oh, people make it, and when the Nigerian jersey is very big, it
Mm-hmm.
comes with so much honor.
Mm-hmm.
As a player, when the badge of your club on a weekly basis comes with as much pressure as it comes with playing for your national team.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can deliver at the biggest derby, in your club side,
Mm-hmm.
you should be able to deliver
Mm-hmm.
on the at the critical stage for your national team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You might not be familiar with the terrain, but
Mm-hmm.
at least you should give a 6 or 7 over 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I believe that as an experienced player,
Mm-hmm.
yes, is a native. Schmidt, I've seen players that when they
Mm-hmm.
play their first game for Nigeria, you think that this guy's been play. Are you sure this guy has not played with them before?
Mm-hmm.
So there are players like that will blend in easily.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So thank you, brother. Guys, let me just remind you, we are 60 plus watching this thing. You are so only 27 likes. Now don't you hate us, Rich? 60 people. I'm happy at 60 people are
Guys,
watching.
press the like button. Guys,
Press the
please
like
press the like
button.
button.
Please
Press
press
the
the
like
like button.
button.
Eh?
Press the like
Okay,
button.
don't give me like, give that what I like. Give them
Well,
like, just press like.
welcome back, like. Welcome back,
Eh,
like.
like it's just I don't know why we do like this. So okay, two person don't press like now. Let's see. So so second question Dabada, before we go to some transfer news. Dabada, what about the player? The player I'm talking about now. This player I'm talking about, let me just try like bring it out. This player played for Nigeria under 17 before. So he's like he's fast. He's a friend of the Mehmed the All winner. He's a friend of the Mehmed the All winner. So at least he's a friend of the former African player of the year. So you know that now. So they vibe together. So I think that one is going to be he's familiar with nearly all of them. In that place. So I would not be surprised that his integration will not be hard. But a certain player, I'm not sure he's going to make the final cut. A certain player made the 31-man list. He's a diaspora born player. He has been shouting he wants to play for Nigeria for so long. So he's a right back, left back, this utility player. Do you think that inviting that type of player to play in a very hot, because the game is going to be 6 p.m. Rwandan time, 4 p.m. UK time, and Ireland time, so 5 p.m. Nigerian time. So the weather is going to be slightly not going to be friendly at that point in time. Let's be honest with ourselves. Inviting him. He speaks English. The boy speaks English, but in a new terrain. Do you think that we are feeling their Pokemon vibes again? That Pokemon just came that he struggled because he couldn't integrate himself. Do you think that do you think that it might be very tough for that type of player to integrate? In this World Cup qualifier.
Honestly, I believe that's where
So this boy plays in the conference. He plays in the top 5 European leagues actually. So
I believe that's where the coach and his crew come in. You have to study him. How is it like in training? Has he been able to cope with weather? Speak to him. The first 2 trainings, how are you feeling? Have a one-on-one conversation. What's your thought process of how do you see the camp already? And I believe that inviting a new player is just like a player in a club who's just coming back from injury. You don't rush them. You integrate them slowly. 30 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 1 half there. Gradually, you are able to embed them till it's just there are some exceptional players that from the start, their first time, it's a get to, they will push and they get it. But there are players that they will have that teething period. There will be friction until they are able to gel. It's just like a glove. You try to wear it. It might not fit in immediately. And that's why you put in gradually. So there are certain players that majority of the players, especially for national team, to help them embed, you should integrate them slowly, especially when it also comes to the weather. It's not easy. I got back, I got a cold.
Yeah.
So you can imagine When you land in Nigeria, it's 28
Mhm.
degrees. You are coming from 6 degrees or 5 degrees. It
Mhm.
won't be easy. So that's why the acclimatation, the first camp, because it's a long way ahead. It's a
Mhm.
long way ahead.
Mhm.
So this camp should be for get to understand the team, get to
Mhm.
understand the philosophy the coach wants
Mhm.
to deploy,
Yeah.
get have a kick about with the
Mhm.
team. Hopefully the team is glazing through. Let's say we're leading 2-3-0. Give
Mhm.
him, let him understand the team better. Let them understand the terrain. And also, when there is that player with a passion of I want to play for Nigeria, you know he's eager.
Mhm.
And being eager can cause mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think if you guys can correct me in the comment section, I think the first competitive game for Akoguma was actually what Nigeria against Sierra Leone in Benin. That we went 4-0 up and he equalized us 4-4. They were going through his wings, despite
Mm.
playing for Nigeria in the friendly game against Algeria and Tunisia in Austria. So it's just like, you know, if a player will hit the ground running, he's going to hit the ground running. If it's going to
100%.
slow down. So for me, I wish him the very best of luck. I know that Rachel retained majority of the team, and as promised, he said that he can make changes to that team from June because that is when he will play friendly game, and he also wants to play a team that plays like South Africa. So he wants to play against Zambia also. If he could play against Zambia in a friendly game in what's it called in June, so that because South Africa and Zambia they are from the same Kusafa,
Mm.
region. So he wants to play against Zambia. Zambia's you can't play against Zimbabwe because Zimbabwe is already in our group. Though we're going to play them, in this match. So he just wants to see exactly how the boys will actually what we play. Eric, I'm not lying to you, he's not sleeping. I can tell you he's doing his best. He's been working hard day and night. These guys have been calling them, he has been explaining what he wants them to do and thing. So, a player that he made the list, but I think he's going to make 23-man list too. Though he was currently injured slightly, maybe he's now back. Nathan Teller.
Mm.
A lot of people think that he didn't have a very good debut against what's it called against this team against Zimbabwe. Finidi George called him up. I think Finidi George called him up against Ghana and Mali. I don't think he used him also. I don't know what happened to Finidi George. The guy's center was just horrible. So I
I
want.
need, I personally need the liner team to take over that other wing. It should own it so that we can forget that Samo.
It should just so, and in all honesty too, Samachi Kweza is not be getting game time in AC Milan. I know that if he knows very well, Consensao is not a fan of a lazy player. He wants you to work hard. He wants you to work hard. So that is that. He wants you to work hard, and I just hope that he can be able to listen to his coach and also actually perform well. So and Genetro said, what's it called? March 10, the Republic list, they released their list, same time with what's it called, South Africa, March 10. There's going to be a press conference. So the reason why I'm breaking this matter on is that they have announced it that when the Republic released their list of other players, the press conference. I'm also challenging the NFF too to ask Eric Chile to release the list of players in a press conference, so that at the end of the day, we can be able to also ask him questions. We know that he has been working on himself, improving his English and everything. We like him very well. We like him very much. We also want him to also answer our questions. So when the Republic list is going to be out, and in March 10, so it's going to be probably about 10 days from now. So we're also monitoring them. The reason why I'm monitoring the Republic is because they are playing South Africa. We want them to help us, because in all honesty, if the Republic beats Africa in the game, The game is over. The group is open again.
Yeah.
The group is open again. Then we can start scrabbling for points. Here and there. So for me, I think I just think that I just wanted to get it right. That's actually what my take. The sport commission too will be going to sport commission at the NFF. They'll be going to, I think they'll be going to uh Rwanda with a private jet. So logistics and everything will be sorted. Immediately the boys finish in Rwanda, they are coming back straight away to Uyo to come and start preparation for the game against Zimbabwe. So, and I was listening to Zimbabwe coach. He also wanted that when they finish playing against Benin Republic in South Africa, he said that he wanted the coach, the what's it called, the Zimbabwe Football Federation, to charter a flight for them to take them to Nigeria directly. But I don't know, maybe the Zimbabwe Football Federation will do that for him.
They should write a letter to OJB. He will sponsor
Yeah,
their.
I think OJB will do. OJB will help them with that. So, guys, so that is that about the World Cup qualifier. So, and I'm going to be coming next week with the tactical analysis of Zimbabwe. I've not done that one for Zimbabwe. Just going to do that one for Zimbabwe, and also my summary for the Rwanda game. I'm monitoring Rwanda very well. In all honesty, we know that club football is different from national team football. Their players have not been playing for their club side. In fact, the guy that scored against Nigeria in City has not been having game time for his club in Azerbaijan. Imagine. So if players play against Nigeria, their captain just moved from Ukraine. He has moved to Libya. He just played his first full game last weekend. Their goalkeeper, their best player in the team, has not kept. He has not kept a single game for the past 3 months. So they are not having it well, for themselves, in all honesty. So, and they don't have a coach. They don't have a coach. So up to now, they don't have a coach at all. So if they are not employing a coach up to now, I don't know how they'll be able to employ a coach before the World Cup qualifier. Because if there's no a standing coach here now, they have already they let their coach go, the miracle worker that took them to beat Nigeria in Uyo. So they asked the coach to go. So for me, they're not having any coach now. So there's a lot of things not happening for Rwanda. But you know that sometimes when you think that these guys are disorganized, that's when the coaches come and sprinkle us one surprise or the other. Remember Tunisia against Nigeria during the AFCON 2021. Oh, majority of them have COVID, and the coach have COVID, everything. But they're the one that knocked Nigeria out. Is it okay of the AFCON? So we just hope that we are preparing to the best of our knowledge, and we play them as if we are playing against Brazil, so that we can be able to actually get our points. The lines are there. I've already put the link here. If you want to join, we'll give you like 2 minutes just to contribute to what we actually discussing here. If you want to actually join. But let me just move on to you straight away. Talking about some transfer news. I didn't have the graphics here. So a news that came out about 2 or 3 days ago was actually about Victor Osimhen.
To United.
No, Arsenal. Arsenal have made contact with his camp about 2 or 3 days ago. And he's coming from someone that is very close, like someone that Victor Osimhen gives his transfer to. But I want to, I was listening to David Austin also.
David
Austin. I was listening to him, talking about Victor Osimhen. I was listening to him. He said that it's like he's not the type of striker they want. So I want you to address this issue. Do you think that Victor Osimhen is the guy that Arsenal needs?
Arsenal needs a striker, a finisher, somebody that would bang in goals. But also, they need somebody that is very technical, that is good on the ball. Because when you play, if you see how Arsenal play, in as much as they want somebody who can finish, they
Mm-hmm.
also want somebody who, when you give him the ball, he can
Mm-hmm.
receive the ball and
Mm-hmm.
also be able to give it to. Give for example, look at the players attackers that have been linked with
Mm-hmm.
Isak.
Mm-hmm.
Isak, I think they also want somebody who can, if push comes to shove, he can run the channels, he can play on the wing. Because if you see somebody like Isak, Sesko, players that they have been mentioned with,
Mm-hmm.
there are people that can run on the wings, have
They don't
speed.
play on the wings.
Ooh,
They can play on the wings now. Those guys mentioning.
yeah, those guys that I'm mentioning, I've never seen Victor play as a winger before. So, I, like I said, I don't know if the stance has changed now. I've not looked for or sorted for. I saw one comment that is Havertz technical. Havertz is very technical. Havertz is a technical player.
Mm-hmm.
You might have a dislike for Havertz. You might feel he's not good. He's so slow. He misses chances. But Havertz is a very technical player. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they want people that technical, people that. I think Victor ticks the being
Mm-hmm.
a fox in the box, a very good finisher,
Mm-hmm.
but technically Victor is not so clean.
Okay.
It's not so
Okay.
clean.
Uh-huh.
That's my opinion. But Smith, like when I chase transfer news, because the season is still on, Arsenal's not. Arsenal, you know why I don't believe that news? Arsenal has not even appointed their new sporting director.
Uh-huh.
So until that appointment is made, that
Mm-hmm.
is when there will be concrete plans. There are
Mm-hmm.
just bare discussions here and there of
Mm-hmm.
targets that they've had before that they might want to chase again. But
Mm-hmm.
until a sporting director will be appointed in March
Mm-hmm.
by Arsenal. So from then, they'll start having their meetings and saying, okay, these are the targets and lay out their plans.
Yeah. Can Eguavon be appointed as Arsenal technical director? No, no, nah. What? Well, the reason not Nigeria, why can't? Well, that, hold your thought. I want to ask you some few questions about this transfer. Let me just try and guys, please like the video. There's this likes, but you can do better than that. But I want to take comments. I'm so sorry that guys, I didn't take your comment, but let me just try and take
Mm,
comments. Loads of comments here. So let me start from uh okay. So yeah, somebody was saying that why can't we go to Beyond Limit to pick players for our 20? Yeah, I'm so surprised that Beyond Limit is the best academy in Nigeria and they don't have a single player in this under 20. That is crazy. That is crazy. Big issue. Okay. Um. So somebody's this is what I said that Mamadi has been razoring his face. What was his reason? He said, I've been razoring his face. Okay. Okay. Somebody talking to you. Say military
mm.
journey or 30 December. Please, no, they
I
give us.
was in I was in Ireland. I was in my country of residence in December, and Smithline knows that.
Yeah. So uh, so everybody so they were just right actually was like he say that is December, so it's very whatever was man. I don't want to actually put that one there, so we can't have me. 40-year-old boy in Nigeria is still in JS3. Where has the time developed well enough to play at 20? Okay, okay.
Mm.
14 years. Yeah. Uh, so what is that? Nobody will never play for Nigeria. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For me, I think it will. I think it might. It might if he didn't get a call up to this
But the
thing.
age is not on his side.
It's
Abi.
on his side. It's on his side. So I think we just forget him. But if I don't know, it depends on him.
It's left to him, honestly.
Hmm? These selling players. Why can't we just like you guys would make some small money from what from trading young players? Yeah, so that's that. So Tolu Arokodare and Civitas are the most concerned strikers in Super Eagles at the moment. Do you agree with that? This comment from Taiwo Kwade. Say Civitas. They are playing the Turkish. What's it called? They are playing the league. They're playing the lower leagues.
In the
Scottish
Scottish League and in
League,
the
Premier League.
Belgian League, you cannot use those leagues to compare to even. Osimhen presently is playing in the Turkish league. Is still more rated than
No,
Scottish.
okay, maybe talk about Scottish League.
He's still more rated than Scottish, and he plays in the Europa League. Although they are out now,
Yeah, they are, yes.
but
That's
so
still in the Europa League, Happy.
Galatasaray,
No, then there's Rangers. Are they still
I
there?
believe so.
I think they are still there also.
Yeah, I think they are still there. So,
Mm.
um, he's there at the moment. So
Yeah, yeah,
let's
at the
give
moment,
at the moment.
that's the one. Yeah. So let me just
But
say,
form is temporary, class is permanent.
hmm yes, that's actually what the big talk there. So people are guessing the name of the players. That's actually what got invited. So Egwaye that can be Girasol. He's not that big. So Girasol, a tiny boy. Okay, I was just trying to get the player actually was posted there. Guys, the link is there if you want to join. I'll just go give you like 2 more minutes. If you do, I know the ticket come out. It's not as if when I want to edit now. Homeboy will not say, please wait. No. That's Liberia's team. Okay. Adlele kept against Sierra Leone. That was the outfit in the game. Okay. It was again this comment. Somebody's talking about federal character. So do you think that we should be having conversations about federal characters in
Smith
2025?
Lie, this comment makes me say again, we don't love football. Football is not our sport. Let us forget it. If we're mixing politics with football, then we're not ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're not ready.
Mm-hmm.
We're not
Yeah.
ready.
Mm-hmm.
We're not ready. What's
Yeah.
federal character in football? See, football should be like music for us, making money.
Mm-hmm.
Our name should be all over the world. People
Mm-hmm.
speaking about Nigerian football.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from,
Yeah.
but we have mixed it. Like, let's be more serious.
Yeah.
See, football is like a gold mine
Mm-hmm.
that we're not tapping into.
Yes.
We have we have the resources, we have the raw talent. If
Mm-hmm.
tapped properly,
Yeah.
Beyond Limit is cashing out.
Yeah.
They're making money
Mm-hmm.
from grooming boy.
Yeah.
Even I'm sorry, there's an academy, Triple 44.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know if I've heard about that
Yeah.
academy in Ibadan.
I know it. I know it. About this about
That
now.
guy is cashing out.
Mm-hmm.
He's grooming boys in
It's
Ibadan
like
there.
did you go to the place?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
grooming boys in Ibadan there and
Uh-huh.
selling them abroad, having partnerships.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And this is just an individual.
Mm-hmm.
What
Mm-hmm.
if the right bodies do the right thing?
Mm-hmm. And no other in defense of the government, I think Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu asked them to go and create like a sport economy. A sport economy that people in sports too can also survive off that. I just think that
Exactly.
we already have
They
that.
don't need the government to.
Hmm it's just
It's quite shameful. Honestly,
yeah,
it's quite
yeah.
shameful
It's
because
quite
even as bad as Brazil is, they still make money off football.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's quite crazy. It's quite crazy. So somebody says, Again football. Can I please share the link to my little app I built to track Nigerian players in Europe? Come and talk about your app you built to track Nigerian players in Europe. So Lucas is heading you here. Lucas we
Now,
are fam
Lucas,
and Lucas
I hear
spirits.
you, Baba.
Yeah, it's actually what early you here. So nobody is tackling you that you are saying our is technical, someone that cannot strike a ball. Can you just address that quickly?
Being technical is not about striking a ball. I'm sorry if
Mhm.
you don't understand certain things, you maybe should read more about it. A technical footballer is not about striking the ball. A
Mhm.
technical footballer is people who can
Mhm.
control, their understanding of the game,
Mhm.
their movements in spaces. Those are things about technicality.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you don't have because you don't have ball striking, does not mean you're not technical.
Mhm. 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 So for me, so now because we're going to the home stretch now, I was waiting for people to actually want to join and actually want to hear their own thoughts about what we actually discussed today. But I'm going to actually ask you this question now. You mentioned about being technical, that Victor Osimhen is not on that level. Now, I want to ask you: do you think that Victor Boniface can play in your Arsenal team?
Yes, he can.
Is he going to have more impact than Victor Boniface? Than Victor Osimhen?
Why Arsenal fans will not want a Boniface is
Mm-hmm.
because they have seen Jesus. But what affected Jesus was his injuries and him not staying in the box. When Jesus came to Arsenal, he helped the team because the way his movements used to disrupt defenses, you don't know where you can pick him from. And that's the same thing about Boniface.
Mm-hmm.
Boniface would never stay in one place. He will always be around. And there
Mm-hmm.
are times that in certain games, you just need your striker to be in the box and
Mm-hmm.
poke it in.
Mm-hmm.
But people like Boniface will still they don't know when to differentiate between standing in the box and when you want to create space for runners, trying to
Mm-hmm.
link up play, trying to be silky, and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal never win the EPL. Arsenal has won the EPL several times, Mr. Didotun. Just like saying it's just like saying AC Milan will not ever win the Champions League. They
AC
have
Milan
won
lost,
it
they
several
lost,
times.
they lost to Bologna. Yesterday, I think it's still in pain. It's still in pain of that Bologna loss. So and then I have to just like bring you up to speed on like some general issues now. Then of course you have not commented on any of these things before.
Mhm.
Let me just like bring you up. I don't want to go into this, but I have to just ask you because I've not heard your thought about it. I don't know. Maybe you have a different angle. Maybe it's about these two guys. They dominated.
I knew this was I knew this was the next discussion.
Yeah, yeah. So
I was briefly in and out when you were discussing it. And
yeah.
my personal opinion is you win as a team and you lose as a team.
Mm-hmm.
You don't single out players.
Mm-hmm.
Forget whether it's African or you don't single out your players. If you want to bash him in the dressing room. But
Mm-hmm.
don't come out to the media and say that, oh, he's not a good penalty taker. No
Mm-hmm.
matter as a coach, no matter your emotions, you have to be able to control your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
This has been your best player in the last 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way people will not come out and say, oh, he's being racist because your players were Twiggy. I remember against Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
He lost the penalty. You did not say he's a bad penalty taker.
Mm-hmm.
If you won that game, you'd have been in the top 8.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very, very from managerial perspective, it was very poor because you were training your best player under the boss. It's
Mm-hmm.
very, very wrong.
Yeah, and a lot of people already make sample about Retugui and everything. Retugui played 19 penalties and he scored 16.
Mm.
You know? And I think he lost 3 penalties or so. He played 19, he scored 16. So do you think that it's fair to bring him into this conversation that okay, because he lost penalties too and
See, like
everything?
even the last time I can remember Lukman losing a penalty was against Fulham.
Yeah, for him
That
against
Peneka.
yeah, yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi is the greatest footballer on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
He missed in his prime. He's used to miss penalty like beans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Against Chelsea.
everybody a Barca fan. You
Against
know
Chelsea.
this.
Yeah.
Messi and penalty are not our best friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, yo, like you, you were playing 0-0 in the first half. You
Mm-hmm.
brought him in. It's the ginger. It's the atmosphere. Felt that at this point in time, he wanted to take responsibility,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that is what
yeah,
players,
yeah.
the best players do. They want to take on. They want to show that responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Because he lost it does not mean you throw him under the bus.
Yes. No, no now.
It's just like
Yeah, yeah,
sorry,
continue.
like it's just like you are doing a classwork.
Mm-hmm.
Then you people now get 7/10.
Mm-hmm.
Your maybe your teacher that took you on the project now say, what happened? You're supposed to get 9 for us to make it to the next round. You now
Mm-hmm.
say, it's Tolu that did this one. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You should know better.
So now I want to ask you a question now. I was hearing from one international journalist here, in Bergamo. He said that this might be the end of Atalanta. That if Lukman leaves, Kasparani what leaves, that as that Atlanta might just be like Empoli.
No. That's not it. Even before Lukman got to Atlanta, I remember, if you remember that season
So
that they beat.
Gasparini was the main guy there, you know.
Yeah, he's always been the main guy. So if Lukman leaves, the team will still sustain themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's a club. Even if Gasparini leaves, the club will still continue. I can't remember the name of this the attacker that had an issue with his family. You know that set of that team they had.
Papa Gomez, is he Papa?
Yes, then Papu Gomez. There was another guy. I can't remember his name now.
Mm-hmm.
When after that, I said the team still stood.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that they will still strive and do a couple of things.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So another conversation that happened like a week ago was actually about a self.
Exactly. God bless you. Ilisic.
Yeah. Okay. He's
After
okay.
Ilisic had his issues, the team still stood. It's
He's
a
to yeah.
team game. It's not an individual game.
So
That's the thing about football.
yeah. I just hope that the two other can actually was coming, and she
Yeah,
was.
I feel like they now have a dented relationship.
Uh,
Probably there have been some issues behind the scene before
yeah.
that, which was not in the public.
Uh,
But with this, I believe that Lukman would want to leave.
yeah. He wants to leave, and I think,
He wants to
I
leave.
think there's like a bad blood already in
Yeah,
Bad.
and he's in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
He's eating the iron, so it's best. He should eat the iron while it's hot. Get a bigger move. Get a bigger pay.
Yes.
That's good for his career.
Yeah. So and another conversation too that's dominated the social media even up to now. People are still commenting about it. People are done with Gasparini Lookman issue. People are talking about it. It's actually what the self-acclaimed Premier League legend. Sir Jamie Carragher.
Please, you see, Karaga is a waffler. Karaga just, I don't, you know the issue I have with Karaga is there's a certain narrative they
Mm-hmm,
usually try to create when they're on Sky Sports. The Karaga you see on Sky Sports is Karaga that you see on CBS.
mm-hmm,
Karaga will never say such a thing when he's on CBS. But
mm-hmm,
because I think on Sky, maybe they usually give them, you know how the English media is.
mm-hmm,
They usually give them a certain narrative to carry on with, and that's how they sell.
mm-hmm,
But what you said was bullocks. I was glad what JJ said. No player want to be like Jamie Carragher, but I
mm-hmm,
can count to 10 players or more that
mm-hmm.
every kid wanted to be like when they were growing up as an
Yeah,
African.
yeah. But not like Jamie Carragher. And
Not like Jamie Carragher.
you know, you
If
know,
if
others
they are saying the top 50 defenders in Premier League, Jamie Carragher will not be there. I'm sorry
over
to
there.
say.
But
He won't be
and
there.
if you really want to know about the Apple story very well, I watched this podcast between Ryan Babel and John Obi Mikel, in the Obi One podcast. Very interesting podcast between Ryan Babel and Obi One podcast. Go and actually watch it
Somebody,
out.
Mikel said something. Mikel said something that, oh, you always say you win the Premier like this. You never won the Premier League. You don't know how to win the Premier League.
Mm-hmm,
But you keep giving advice on, and that's why I don't listen to them.
yeah,
Him and Gary Neville, you say this as a coach, you do this. But when you try to be a coach, you were not successful.
so yeah,
Gary Neville, you
yeah.
were Valencia, you were beaten like they laid you off.
Mm-hmm,
The Ateta, you keep saying he does not know how to do this. He has been thriving in Arsenal. Oh, he has not won a major trophy. But
mm-hmm,
boy, half of what he has done, were not able to achieve it. If
mm-hmm,
you were that good and you can practicalize what you say, you should be in a big club now, succeeding. You should be
mm-hmm.
at United, bringing
Yeah,
them back.
yeah. Sorry, so let me say this. I want to take this comment. I'm going to the home stretch. Land they said that weakest reaction was excessive and unnecessary. So do you agree
It's
with that?
not excessive. It's not excessive. It's just like you are telling me that I'm a bastard.
Mm-hmm,
Ah, I will change it for you in the right way. He's an African. He's an African legend. He represents. He knows what it is. Do you know what it takes for an African to make it
mm-hmm,
in Europe? And you
mm-hmm,
try to rubbish the competition, try to
mm-hmm.
rubbish an African is no, it's not excessive.
Yeah, I don't
You
think it was.
cannot determine how somebody will react when you eat him.
Yes, because you have to be because I don't think Mikes was actually was excessive. I think that
No,
because at the end of the day, Karaga was like this inner bias, like it was like someone that was, he did not like anything Africa. It's just I don't know. If you're in all honesty too, if you have been to Liverpool before, you will know what I'm talking about. It's
Mm.
a small cozy community where I don't want to mention that much, but you know,
We don't
yeah,
need to go into details, but yeah,
no,
those who understand understand.
exactly. The Manchester here is a much better place than Liverpool in terms of like people around that. So if you look at where Kaga, it's part of one people from people before.
Yes, yes.
So he's got this history of doing those things. So I think baby is sleeping, and that's why one of our guests is joining us. Because if baby is not sleeping, I'm not sure that one of our guests can join us now. So he's he's waiting. Because that I'm using like the wait for him because that it crack us up a lot, and it's a Victor Osimhen number one. I know that when I mentioned Victor Osimhen, he's going to come for Idagwada. He's going to come for Idagwada. So let me welcome Ola
I'm
from
I'm
Birmingham.
always
Good
I'm
evening,
always
everyone.
when somebody comes
Ola,
for
thank
me.
you much for joining. So I
Thank
know that thank you for Victor Osimhen. That was actually that Victor Osimhen is not technical enough and he can't fit the Arsenal play. Is that what you come for? Do you agree with him?
I'm coming to reply that whether, yeah, but first of all, I want to reply that my brother, Mr. Larry, that said Mikael's comment was unnecessary. May it wasn't unnecessary because
Hmm?
from what he said, if you watch the podcast, he said something he had won, something you had.
Mhm.
It's as good as saying maybe, for instance, you went to University of Lagos and they say University of Lagos is not a credible university, and you have a degree of University of Lagos. How would you feel, Mr. Larry? So something
Hmm.
he had sweat to win.
That's very good narrative. Oh. That's very good.
Something he had sweat to win,
He
and
should go. He should go and ask Drogba how pained he is till tomorrow that he did not win the Afcon.
Hmm.
yeah, Mikel said something. People die from um, watching Afcon. Example
Two
was last year.
Was it
We
last
had
year or two Afcons ago?
no, it was even last year.
It was
People
last year.
died from that South African game. People died, and
Mhm.
that is the passion people put into watching the game. And then someone somewhere said the competition is not. Nah, that was too.
No.
That was unnecessary. It's not. Yeah, I didn't even. I don't even think Mikel remembered all those things for him to say it out to the media that
Hmm.
just this previous Afcon, people died. Like two
Hmm.
people died.
Hmm.
No. So you can't say Mikel's reaction was unnecessary.
I
It's
like the
very,
narrative
very, very necessary.
that you
Very.
went to a school and you know that you got a certificate from that school
Yeah,
and you are doing well with that certificate from that school, and someone
yeah.
else said the school is
It's
rubbish,
not credible.
it's not credible.
Yeah. Just like people that goes to private university and they
Yes,
say private university is not this, is not that.
it's
And you
not that.
can't say that about the university
Yeah,
of a degree I hold.
yeah,
So that's that about that.
yeah.
Then for Mr. Dagwada, okay, you ever say something?
I know
No, no, no.
I was not going to say
We're
Yeah,
listening.
you said Osimhen is not what English do you use to qualify
it's
him,
not
please?
technically clean enough.
Okay, please. What's your own definition of a player being technical, please?
My definition of a player being technical is him understanding spaces, your off, your timing off and on the ball, your reading of the game, being able to control. Like if
Wow,
Victor tries to his first, Victor's first touch is not so great. If you want to be honest,
wow, wow. I mean, I've listened to your um your analysis on here, 100%. I swear to God, I honest because I used to enjoy your analysis. But for this Osimhen one, you are very, very wrong. You know why I
you
would
know
say
this,
you are wrong? You know why I would say you are wrong?
yeah.
All those things you mentioned, all those things you mentioned, I think Osimhen has a 10 or 9 over 10 in everything you mentioned. As for positioning, Osimhen right now is our only striker that knows how to position.
If you are saying in comparison to Super Eagles strikers,
No, forget. Oh yeah, forget Super Eagles strikers. Even in
Mhm.
Europe, talking about if you talk about positioning can be most players that knows how to do tapping. you are in the right position to do a tapping. Is that not it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can say that.
you can easily say Arokodare knows how to position.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, when I mean positioning, Victor, for me, Victor is more of a fox in the box and
Yeah.
somebody who Victor is one of the best players. See, I'm a big fan of Osimhen. I've
Mm-hmm.
been following Osimhen since he's under 17. I have a friend. I used to say to him that Victor is going to be one of the best. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was like, oh, Victor is not this or that.
Mm-hmm.
Victor has his strong attributes. Victor is a fighter. In the air, I would say Victor is, if not the best, one of the best strikers in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But his awareness, his Victor has even improved now on that in
Mm-hmm.
his positioning. Before, when he just got to Napoli, Victor used to get into offside trap easily. I
Mm-hmm.
remember there's a match against Barca. Victor alone, he had like 5 offsides. But
Mm-hmm.
he has gotten better. So that's what I mean by his positioning. It's not even in tapping,
Mm-hmm.
reading of your shoulders of a defender. And also went to Victor would
This thing you are saying, this thing you are saying is what made Drogba the best, one of the best strikers to come out of Africa.
but
Out of in a match, Drogba usually have say up to 3 or 4 offsides.
and
So,
that's the
Oh,
thing. Football has evolved.
what do you mean ball have evolved? Ball has evolved. Ball have evolved. Do we have Ronaldinho in this generation? Ball
That's
have
and
evolved. Ball
that's
have evolved.
and that's
Do we have
and
a defender? Do we have a defender like Cafu? Do we have a
see
defender like Roberto Carlos? Ball have
and
evolved.
that's why I
And
said
don't you
football has
think
evolved.
our generation will be blessed to have Roberto Carlos type or Junior's type in this generation? Do we
uh,
have Pelo in this generation?
That's
Don't say
that's
Bola Vivo.
that's
Bola
more
Vivo,
because
we are yet to find a coach in
when I say
2025.
football has evolved, is because football is now more of a science. It's now more methodical. There's not that free flow as used to be before. Now people read lots more into stats. It doesn't just start from when they get into the main stage. From the academies, they're already programming players like that to
mm-hmm.
say that, oh, if you do this, don't take more than 2 touches. Don't when in the past, I'm sure like I did not know like in depth into academies, how players were being trained and all of that. But I'm
Uh-huh.
sure even in Brazil now, how many players do you see do they allow do old flicks and tricks?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Okay, brother,
Okay.
Everything is
brother.
now more
Hey,
cultured.
let me just
If you're
yeah,
going to talk about ball as evolved, I don't think Drogba should be in olden days era. Drogba should be in our generation era. So
See the
is
football between um I'll say from 2013, 14 to now is different from football of 2012.
okay.
The likes of the likes of Pilo, Javi, generation, how Drogba there, what how things were then has switched.
Okay.
See, in terms of technicality, I'll say football has dropped. I'm not when I say football has evolved, I'm not saying football has gotten better. There are things that used to be done in the past are no longer there again.
Okay.
And
because we don't have
because
the players.
I want to
it's
ask you
because
a
of
question.
how they have turned football into is now more like
Like,
it's more now about tactics. It's
yeah.
not more about the movements. Oh, if person A, not
Just
a
save
lot of
yourself the
managers.
stress and say we don't have talent in football
Let
as
me
much
just
as we want.
No, there are still talents. There are
let me
still
just
talents.
let me just try and read some comments quickly. Somebody has said, like I said, I'm saying that I'm saying it was the right response from Karaga, but Mika and Okoja adds more words. Karaga never said. No, I don't think so. They responded to what Karaga said.
No, no, no.
The reason why Mika was so upset was that when they corrected Karaga that AFCON is in the government, Karaga said, seriously, like, hmm?
Yeah, his facial
His
expression.
facial expression was what really actually what upset Mikel. So it's a key attribute of the technical player is a ball control, dribbling, skill moves, passing, and vision, first touch, and everything. I want to ask you a question before I move on to the next comments. Do you think This boy that plays for Arsenal, what's his name again? Is it Junio? Jorginho.
Okay.
Giorgio.
Sorry,
Jorginho.
Jorginho. Do you
Jorginho.
think that we are moving away from Jorginho type of player?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. See, Jorginho is not a modern, is the Xavi set. People that they use their brain. Jorginho will not run with you. He has lost his legs, but if he's in a game, he still brings that
So
calmness.
can Andrea Pirlo play in this year, this set, this?
He will still be able to play. He will
See,
still be able to play.
brother. Respect to Arsenal fans, but Giorgio is a fantastic player, but it should not be compared to Yavi and Iniesta and Co. All those
I
ones.
did not compare it
See,
to.
no,
I'm
he's
just
reply
saying.
said, is he? I think he's mentioned something about Yavi. All those Giorgio, they are good players, but you see, Yavi, Iniesta, Pirlo, Balak, all those ones, they are another kind of player that they can make something out of nothing in a football match. See the goal this guy scored in Madrid last weekend. This old man in Madrid right now,
Modric.
Modric. That's an exceptional player. You can know this one is. I don't know if you get what I mean. There's no talent
I
like
understand. Players that
talent,
make
talent.
something out of nothing. And in this
Yeah.
generation, the likes of Vini, the likes of Mbappe, that makes something out of nothing.
Mhm.
See, Ronaldinho's prime. No defender right now. No defender can hold him.
So I want to ask you this question before. No, because me,
Rudiger will hold him. Rudiger will
the,
bite him.
the I think I belong to your school of thoughts about the level of talent we have now. For me, I can't watch football for 90 minutes again. I think Nigeria is playing
Yes.
because
Yes.
the level of talent I see now, it they make me won't vomit. In all
Yeah.
honesty, the striker wey we dey profile today, I don't think he can play in the previous generations.
Yes.
He can play.
What I'm going to say now, I know it's going to be rubbish to many football fans right now,
Eh?
especially people that enjoys all these Messi Ronaldo arguments. To me, my own all-time footballer I have seen in my own journey. I'm a 90s child, but my own all-time footballer I have seen is Ronaldo. Because Messi, to me, just carries ball and dribble past people
Mhm.
and just run. Messi cannot do magic that you say, hey, he can't do
But
something that would be like abracadabra.
my
Even
brother,
Ronaldo.
if you watch this player, Marco Van Basten and Ronaldo de Lima, see that Ronaldo de Lima, the reason why they call him the phenomenon, my brother, see, I have never, when I was seeing Aland of Man City playing football, I was like, oh my days, football don't finish. Yeah, say na futsal, na Ronaldo de Lima use play.
Hmm.
All this close control in tight areas, but unfortunately football is like going this way. But no matter, I don't want to forget this thing. Do you see Isak? Do you see attribute of Ibrahimovic in Isak?
I see more the attribute of Henri in Isaac.
Not
I
Ibrahimovic.
see more of the attribute of Thierry Henry in Isaac
Okay,
than
okay,
Ibrahimovic.
okay. At least you are trying to, because for me I think Henri can play in any generation. He can still play now.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Henry
Yes.
will play in this and
Yes.
yes, I
Yeah,
agree.
he can still play the generation now. He can still play the generation.
Yes.
I believe so. I believe so. So people that cannot play in this generation, in the older generation now, I think Alan cannot play. Alan gives me vibes of like Crespo, but Crespo is much better than him. It gives like vibes like a Crespo, but Crespo is more better. So for me, I just think that people, I respect your opinion, but comparing any player to Messi is a pure cap. Okay,
Yeah.
now it's
But
coming for you.
to
Uh,
add to the Mikel's this thing, Mikel
yes,
has every right. He has bragging rights to
true,
correct
correct.
a
Yes,
player like Carragher. He
yes,
has bragging right to correct the player. And if you agree with me, now we can easily say Mikel was a good four when he was in form.
yes, yes. And in all honesty, Mikel was a pure talent. But let me just try and talk to Ajibola, before we call it a day. So Ajibola, thanks for joining. You are a newcomer here. And I don't think I've seen you join before. So thank you for joining. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, good evening, Mr.
Good
Tai.
evening. Yeah, where are you joining from?
Good evening. Yeah, I'm joining from UK.
Okay, I joined from UK. Okay.
Yeah.
Where
If
in
you
the
know
UK?
me now, I'm Temiziani.
Oh, you are Teviziani. Oh, these people. We just enjoy with different. This my organ now. Now different name they use the joy for Instagram.
Yeah,
So Teviziani, I didn't know that's you.
that
Nice
is
to
me.
meet you. So, what's your
Yeah.
contribution quickly? Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I want to quickly point out what Dagbada said about Osimhen. I am in support of Dagbada. I love Osimhen very well. I
Yeah.
love him so much. I watched
Okay.
his game against Banabashe on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
See, Osimhen, I don't know. I think he still need to improve in some aspects. There are sometimes I will watch Lewandowski, the way he kicked the ball from outside the box, his confidence to hold the ball, kick the ball. But I've not seen all those things in every ball cannot come to you up, and it's not possible. You can hold your own ball, practice more, maybe in training, practice your shot, practice everything. I know he's good. His goal contribution is very good to even Super Eagles and his club, but he needs to improve. I think Isaac was not compared to Osimhen last season, but now they are comparing Isaac to Osimhen. If you see the technicality of Isaac, every club will want to buy Isaac in his club, in the club. So I will support Dagbada concerning that. And again, concerning the Jimmy Karaja or something, I don't see him as a serious player. I don't see him as a serious player because there are some defenders in Liverpool then that are better than him. He was just fortunate to be a footballer.
He's a local boy.
Yeah, that is why. All these Steve Finner, Spencer, they are better
He
than
was
him.
fortunate to win Champions League.
Yes.
That's his aim.
If not for AC Milan that fuck up that time, why they can't even come back to that game.
And their fans are here. Don't let's talk.
Mr. Ajibola,
Forget Mr. Dedot. What are they playing now?
On
What are they playing
3-0.
now?
Mr. Ajibola, Mr. Ajibola,
Yeah.
just to add quickly to what you have just said, there's a reason why they compare Osimhen and Alan together. The reason is they are not fancy striker. They are not interested in all those style you are saying. I understand what you
Mm-hmm.
are saying, but they are not interested in all those kind of things. Osimhen is a lion. Like
But
he just want to be inside the box and
I'll
score.
chip in something.
You see all those things they are attributes of a good striker. What you just said, right?
Mm-hmm.
The attribute of a good striker. But I don't think Osimhen wants to be a stylish player. He don't want to learn all those things. He just want to be in the box, give him the
And
ball, either
score.
nod, control, and score. You see, one player, maybe Evra, he said Osimhen is a player that just want to get the ball in the net.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not interested in all those fancy type of thing.
But
Okay.
That's the reason why Murillo, since he had Omanawi go against Murillo, um, Murillo now know how to tackle Osimhen whenever he plays against Osimhen. Why? He knows Osimhen is good in the air. He would tackle the person that is going to cross the ball to Osimhen.
Mm-hmm.
I normally bet say Osimhen is going to score, but that day I didn't bet because I know Murillo knows how to tackle him. If
Mm-hmm.
he's playing against
And
Murillo
you
will.
don't cash out to Osimhen.
I cash out on Osimhen very well now, but that day I knew Murillo was going to he's going to tackle whoever is going to cross the ball to Osimhen. So that
Yeah.
was what we were doing that day. They were no cross was coming in the box.
And sorry,
Ola,
before I go, and
yeah.
concerning footballers involved that Dagbada was saying, my brother, football no sweet again, no. I know they enjoy football again. I swear. Sometimes I go off TV. Even my club, if my club is playing Chelsea, I used to off TV. I was saying, what nonsense are they playing now? It's not that I don't see what we watched that over the years. Nothing like that again.
That's
Everything
not
is just passing. Nothing like that again.
that okay.
Sometimes I will sleep. on Saturday, I'll forget that I'm watching football because it's boring.
Yeah.
Football is boring. Everybody just want to play from the back, play, nothing.
Exactly. Now, like I said, it's now more now methodical. It's now
Yeah.
more rehearsed. It's now chorused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They play drills on the pitch.
Mm-hmm. They play drills, yeah.
It's
For
not
me,
see. If
Yes.
you're watching a chess match,
uh-huh.
you'll be sleepy. It's
Mm-hmm.
not football has turned to chess.
I
Mm-hmm.
won't lie, though. Watching a proper midfielder, the last time I got interested is when Yaya retired. Even when Yaya was playing, I was still enjoying it. Because
Mm-hmm.
Yaya I just love watching him because he was just
Uh-huh.
somehow very interesting. Since that era, there's nobody that is doing something, that wants to motivate. I say, I remembered when World Youth Championship 2005.
Mm-hmm.
After the match like this, after any match like this, I want to go and play ball. I want to just show something that one player have done.
Mm-hmm.
But now there's nothing that motivates you about this thing. You
Nothing.
can't find a defender like Roberto Carlos again.
Uh-huh.
You can't
Uh-huh.
find the Rivaldo type again.
But
That
you can find Trent Alexander-Arnold.
is that not as good as
Imagine,
Roberto
imagine
Carlos?
somebody was comparing Arnold to Cafu. I was like,
I know I'm not
Ah.
comparing,
Uh,
but
eh?
you have to give it to Trent for his passing accuracy.
yes,
Just
Ah,
like
yes.
you
his
know that
Trent's passing accuracy is out
eh,
of this world. His
so
creativity.
for you know that I don't know, even this guy from Inter Milan called Maicon. Is it Maicon that plays
Yeah,
for Inter Milan?
Michael. Yeah.
Ah, these are like, when you see somebody dashing around the wing, and I know somebody
Mm-hmm.
says, hey, Chris James is the best right back in this world. I was like,
As much as Zinde was very, very good that time, I used to rate Junio ahead of Zinde because
no. Mm-hmm.
Junio is one.
Yeah, too much
You
technology
know,
to
too good.
is
Yeah.
destroying, is destroying the African football, world football,
Yeah.
and everything. How I wish, because now is that even in Brazil now, you're not allowed to dribble past 2 or 3 players.
Why?
You have to pass. You have to pass. You have to when you hold on
There's
to the
no
ball.
time for all those radio era
No,
again.
no, 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 no. When and the problem is this. I think the Europeans, they are teaching us the way they want us to play. So
Mm.
that's why you see that they're having more advantage in this World Cup because
It's
yeah,
unless it's like they have
Yeah.
Europeanized football. Football is
yes,
Europeanized.
yes, they have changed the way. So now you can see a player coming from River Plate now. He will not be able to go past 3 or 4 players. When you see somebody like we used to produce wingers before, like Babangida Tijani, Pius Ikedia, players I don't know Babangida that will run down the wings, that will dribble everybody, dribbleable. But we don't
We
have.
have Doku. We have Doku. Doku can run down the wing and
Dude,
dribble everybody.
Doku cannot do anything. Doku cannot do anything. For me, those type of like Jeremy Doku winger, they're not proper winger. Not honesty. I don't know, maybe a player called Pius in DFE of
In
Cameroon.
DFE. Come, hey, that shot you at against Nigeria.
Pius in
In
DFE.
DFE.
Ah,
Ah,
Even Kavaskara is ahead of Doku. I don't know what
yeah,
Doku is doing in Man City.
I see they want to come for you, AC Milan.
Oh, oh, oh,
You only
Mr.
have 4 minutes.
Didotun.
4 minutes.
Listen,
Smith Light boy,
So
say no late comer now. You have added late comer.
no. Let me just say this. I love this discussion. I
yeah,
know football is banter. Milan for life. Smith, I love what everybody has said. That football is no more interesting.
yeah,
Like I said on the comment section, bringing too much technology in football has actually destroyed the beauty of the game.
yeah,
Do you guys remember Gabriel Batistuta?
yeah.
Remember Vuna Boban?
Mm-hmm.
Remember these are
Toshkov.
talented natural striker. George Aki, these are natural talented footballers, not all these technology beauty footballer players. See, kudos to Alexander Arnold is doing his thing, but I would not rate him ahead of any of those players. even though the one that just said nonsense that nobody ever, no club, not even championship club ever bidded for Jamie Carragher. I will never rate Alessandro ahead of him. He played all his football career in his boy club of Liverpool. So see, I agree with everybody that now the zeal to watch ball is not there no more.
It's not there again.
It's not there no more.
Mhm.
Me, I see, like I used to say, now I will tell you now. I joined intentionally not because Milan is not doing well, but I don't enjoy football again.
Mhm.
Back
But
in the
Mr.
days,
Middleton,
yes.
you have Rafael Leao that does skills for you now.
No. Listen, now banter aside. I can only pick a player like Tijan Reinders that can see that, oh, this guy can play like player of those olds. See all those Rafael Leao, bro, they don't play football like that back in the days. They play purposeful football. I always say one of the reasons why JJ was not that rated high was because JJ wasn't playing purposeful football.
Mm.
Remember back then, now we are mentioning midfielders. Let's mention Marco van Basten. That when there was always this war between strikers and defenders. You see, back in the days, a striker will be scoring 50 goals, 70 goals in a season. Never. But talk about now, the players are much more protected now. Any
Yeah.
small touch, red card.
Yeah.
Any small touch, penalty.
Yeah.
Football is no more interesting to me.
I don't know. On a final note, I want just to say through this question. You know, a perfect example of football now and football there was Virgil van Dijk and Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos represented the old style Maldini, style of football. Sergio Ramos. But this Virgil van Dijk represents what, like the computerized, defender. How they actually play. So this question out to you: do you think that if you throw Virgil van Dijk, can he bench Jamstam?
Never.
He cannot even carry Jamstam's boots. He cannot carry his boots. But that to Jamstam, Smith, the last traditional defender was Pepe.
Yeah.
The last traditional defender was Pepe that played for Madrid and later
But when
Porto.
Sam came to Manchester, he was already awful.
No age then now.
Okay.
Do you know remember Laurent Blanc? Laurent Blanc. See, Lam said the last traditional defender to me was Pepe. Let me say Pepe and Sergio Ramos. You are playing defenders that were ready to die for the badge, always dirty. We see out some players who that were very technical players like Alessandro Nesta. See, now people are not rating this one that's playing for.
That said, this guy can mark on radio. This Madrid man that used to sit down on the floor if you want to mark.
Rudiger will bite him.
Rudiger.
No, see, the day that
they don't borrow Rudiger away.
Dilemma. The only player that stopped Ronaldo dilemma was this guy, Christian Panucci. Go and play record. The only defender that stopped was Christian Panucci. We are going to talk about right backs, Christian Panucci. We can mention names, but all these ones that are playing, bro, this one they are technical player.
What about Taribo West? See,
because we don't rate Nigeria player, Taribo West was a warrior.
Was a warrior. One funny story about him. Taribo West says something that sometimes he will not brush to come out. He will not brush. So that the first thing that he will do is that he will go and open his mouth to that striker. He said that yes. He said he did it before. He will just go and open his mouth. So how do you do it in dressing rooms? He will not talk. He will just until they start the match. Taribo West was like the last traditional defender we had, in all honesty, in Super Eagles.
In
Yes,
Nigeria,
He was the last person
yes.
because this set of Yobo represents the computerized, all those, they did not play like Taribo West and Usho Kafo, may God bless his soul.
Uche, God bless his soul.
May
Get
God
to
bless
Chai, Uche Kichuku.
Kuchuku, and so they didn't play like those type of people. So when I see that Balogun is similar to the old school guy.
Yes, Leon is similar to
So
Uche Kichuku. Get to
yeah,
Chai.
so yeah.
should I, is he coming back?
Oh,
Leon Balogun.
the guy likes him, but currently he's injured.
Oh.
He's injured currently.
Sweet,
So
another player that would have been like Talibo was the guy you mentioned on last time. This guy that plays the talking now, Uncle K, Kenneth Omero, would have been if not would have been. I said
Uncle K
would
is
have
actually
been.
very, very ruthless.
I love
he,
Uncle
he,
K.O.
I said would have been. I never said is. I said would have been.
Honesty, when I saw him play for Nigeria in 2009, I rated him so highly. But there's some things that I saw later in his game I was not really pleased. I don't like when you allow a striker to bully you. See, as small as Eric Ejiofor, George Weah could not go past Eric Ejiofor.
What was Sheyo Busoya?
Eric Ejiofor was playing for Enyimba.
Enyimba.
George Weah, big player. I'm just saying it. Oh, I like when you can take your stand. Don't let anybody bully you. Look at this guy, Efe Ambrose. That's what I like about him. You cannot go past Efe Ambrose.
Yes.
He will ask you that. I like that. If you cannot even, it will clear you. Go. So I like that. But when I see people is dropping from striker, I don't like that. When they drop the striker, they drop you. I don't really like that. For example, now Ekong they use brain. This guy, Kevin Bassi, striker, no they drop him. The only problem with Kevin Bassi is that he normally misjudge balls.
Yes, I know that lose concentration.
He normally misjudge ball, but you cannot drop Kevin Bassi. See, you won't.
If you remember the goal Messi scored against Nigeria, I think in maybe 2018 or so, that Romero was pursuing him.
Yeah, it was this,
A proper defender, because the speed was side by side.
Yeah,
It's not that goal is not supposed to happen.
But it happened though. But guys,
kudos to thank you for having me. Kudos to Ekong. But I'm still saying it too. That goal from Sebastian Allais would not have gone in.
No, my
Talibo,
brother,
everybody.
Go and check his podcast on is it Foster? Ryan Foster,
Ben
Foster. He said it all. Say that now one leg in the use the play.
Okay.
Now one leg like this, if they use the play, he tied something on it that one leg they use the play. So that's why, that when they left that AFCON, all the defenders got injured.
Yes.
Everybody went for like
all of them.
All of them
they went to treatment table. You're right.
Yeah, they won this thing. So somebody was mentioning Zambrota here now. You cannot,
Another mad defender.
Yeah, I don't want to keep up Fabio Grosso. I don't want to keep on mentioning, players
all
like
those
that.
Guys.
How about that? A lot of people really, you trigger some people about Victor Osimhen. But I want to ask Ola, just only you. Will you put money on Victor Osimhen to score against Rwanda if he starts?
Allah, we just need people that would cross the ball to him. Just cross to him.
Yeah.
He used to show one sign in Galatasaray match. He would do like this, and player will be there. He knows his own jump power is very, very high. He's definitely going to win the ball, and his own is just to knock the ball right.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe guys start investing in Victor Osimhen stock too, so that maybe that whether we at the end of the day believe in Victor Osimhen's stock and actually. But for me, I think that already explained everything that there's some areas that Victor needs to improve on. For me, it is clear, and I told you there, Ola, that Victor needs to get his SG number of goals, at par. In my honesty, all those big chances now, Victor needs to start burying those big chances.
Oh,
It's very.
like that's what I was going to say. Honestly, it
Mhm.
was comparing him to Haaland. The difference between Haaland and Osimhen is if Haaland has 10 chances, there's possibility to convert 8 or
Not
8.5.
this Alan now.
Not
This
this
Alan is from
era,
Temu. It's from Temu. This
25
one.
all those times.
But Victor will convert 5 or 6. If
But
I'm being honest,
this era of Victor missing chances, it started last year, this year.
Yeah.
So you should understand things change due to club circumstance.
Yeah, it could be to the club circumstances too. But I just want that Victor should bring
he
his A.
shall not miss against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. You
Because
don't
just
do.
well, for me, I think we're going to have countless of opportunities. Imagine we can even beat them 4-0 there in Kigali. I'm looking at a proper win. But I just take a narrow win in Uyo, a proper win in a away game in Kigali.
You
So
give us
guys,
the list.
No,
I'm
no,
always
no, 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 no.
refreshing
no,
NG
I
Super
have
Eagles page every day.
at least the issue why I posted half of those pictures, and some of you have got it right, was that I don't want to when somebody say if they celebrate with you, you no one put that mouth like that. Just when you cut it out, you can guess. I can even change the head to somebody else now, so you will not know the play. Yeah, I'm talking about. But by next week, now yesterday they said the list. In honesty, they said the data last yesterday, so they just got the letters. So some of these guys too, the clubs start posting on their social media, say our, it's going. I know that a club in Getafe I used to. No, I thought I was saying Getafe. Oh, I was not say Getafe, but but I know that some of the guys, as are regular guys, actually will going to be there, and some few other new guys are going to be there. So I wish Richel the very best of luck. I'll be praying for him that he must not actually fail. Like that, thank you for actually jumping by. From 30 December and this January, I've used like that. Well, thank you for actually joining. Ola, thank you for joining. I know that Victor Smith, are they playing this weekend? Are they playing?
Yes, yeah. They are playing.
So maybe because Morata is not playing now. I don't know what is happening to Morata. Maybe he's injured. I don't know.
Leave that guy, Jerry.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't look like someone that will score in Galatasaray because if you want to score as a striker, you have to be hustling.
Yeah, yeah.
There's nobody will give you ball there, so he's not going to have up to
For me,
10 goals
the
before
team
he
is
leaves.
poor. The team is poor. Victor is just carrying the team to this title. The team is very poor.
Before we go, see any team Victor Osimhen is. This is what it is doing to the team.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
the way he's attacking the defense, he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't let them come out very well.
Mm-hmm.
And if they substitute Osimhen now, they
Mm-hmm.
will attack the opposing team.
Yeah.
That's what many people don't know. It's not as
Yeah.
if Victor Osimhen is defending, but
Yeah.
the way he's attacking the defense,
Yeah.
they will not want to come out
Will
because
come
he's
out.
a very, very hungry attacker.
Yes. Yes. So for
Mr.
me,
Ola, sorry. Mr. Ola, do you think Victor Osimhen can play in Liverpool?
But he can play anywhere.
Liverpool is really serious. Serious
Yeah,
about
because
getting you.
Nunes is going. If Nunes is going, I think they will need a striker.
No.
That's where he's going to
In
score
fact,
very well.
before Chelsea self, Liverpool made an inquiry. Immediately as a source came, made an inquiry about him, but he now said that it was his salary that they could not agree because then this guy Alexander Arnold is on the final year of his contract. Van Dijk on the final year of his contract. Salah on the final year of the contract. Both of them they want pay rise.
Nice.
So and they want to bring another guy on the very huge salary again to come and join. So that was one of the reasons why they cannot sign actually Victor Osimhen last summer. But for me, I think they are selling. I think they're going to allow this guy to go, the right back, Arnold to go. I think they are trying to keep Salah and Van Dijk. two of them on a 2-year contract. So maybe they're going to get Victor along with it. I don't actually want to know about that. But for me, I think
That's
Victor
the best
can
thing we can do.
yeah. I think Liverpool will make a lot of more sense for him. I'm going to be going and checking up on him in Liverpool because it's not actually far from here. So, Teviziani, so this is your face. Thank you
Please.
for this Teviziani.
I know now I came on when he's also said when he's also jam talk. Now I came on.
About
I used to tackle Mr. Adedotu.
I lost to Bologna. See, I was just wondering, and they didn't. How come they didn't bring Chukwueze on, despite that they wanted goals?
That guy is not improving. I'm sorry, he's not improving.
Even Liao is
I'll
not
be
in form
surprised
now.
if he makes the
Mr.
Super Eagles in a
Adedotu,
step.
Liao is not in form.
Why can't
Against
you
Feyenoord, he missed so many chances.
Brother,
Yeah.
when you now
To add
brought
to what
young
Mr.
people,
Adedotu said,
I've never heard anything about Mokanda before in football until he came to AC Milan.
Yeah.
Look at
to
our people getting players, and
Yeah.
Ibrahimovic is actually causing a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Post-match interview, post-match conference should be the coach, not Zlatan.
Not Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan is
to
causing trouble in that team.
Yes.
add to
I don't
what
know why.
Mr. Adedotu said, Rafael Leo is not what English did he use to qualify? He's not adding anything with all his dribble. To me, it's like Sturridge. When Sturridge was in Chelsea, the way he used to do, Sturridge a playful and serious player, he be doing like Momo like this. It's like Leo. Him
Yeah.
too. He just play five aside football.
Before you know it, yeah. So, guys, I've already past 2 hours. I was able to end this thing 45 minutes ago, but because the Osimhen conversation and Karaga lingered slightly, and that was trying to address some few things there, I'd like wait for this time. But thank you guys for actually joining. We'll do it again next week when the list is already getting closer, and I think by next week Monday, the list will be officially be out, and we can be able to discuss it extensively and see who actually was out and who actually was in. What I'm saying here is this. I know that he will not play. The pregnant player from Championship club in England must not make the list. That is my take. I'm not going to mention the player's name. The pregnant player from the Championship club in England must not be in Super Eagles. I know it might come, but to come and be selling clothes and everything, no. He should go and be selling clothes in there. If he's selling clothes in there, where he is. That is actually one of my take. Because if we cannot make a team, we cannot make the first team in the main club. That when they bench you that they are winning. No, don't come near Super Eagles.
Mr. Adedotu, somebody left a comment for you, Sha, in the comment section.
No. People just understand one thing that Nigerians just say he doesn't like the coach doesn't like a player. Dagbada, Temisiani, Oladipo. Not leave Ayuba. Somebody, Kevin Mafu said the coach doesn't like Chukwueze. Who said coach doesn't like Chukwueze?
My brother guy goes to
Chukwueze
Abidjan.
is not leave Ayuba. I know Ayuba, that's Ahmed. Chukwueze is not even making a coach to trust in him. Don't say a coach doesn't like Chukwueze. Don't say the coach doesn't like him. The coach likes him, but he's not giving the coach any reason to bring him on. So just saying that.
I think another point we are failing to see in Chukwueze is I think Serie might not be for him. The way I'm looking at it,
who send him go there?
You should just.
You can't say who send him go there. He's a player. Any good team comes for him. He will try his luck, but
That guy is
it's
not
not
improving.
No. He might. The way he is now, they might loan him back to Spain now, and he will do well again.
You do well.
And he should
It
stay
might
there.
not be for him because I'm just Taiwo came to Arise and he was talking about it, and you can tell because Taiwo too later struggled in Serie.
Yeah, listen.
He was getting
sorry, not in Syria. So in some players, they can't fit in when it comes to big clubs. In B clause, much is expected from you. Is it like
Yeah.
a charge much is expected from you? That's just it.
I just, because we're already done with this thing, but I want to address this comment they put on the screen here. What can you say about
Don't mind Ayuba. Don't mind Ayuba. I mean, he doesn't have anything. When you're not Arsenal, how can you compare?
no, I know. In all honesty, too, before I actually was leave, I just keep on postponing it. This Arsenal and Premier League wala, it's like they need
It's
to
a
go.
cost.
They need to go to Ekiti. I mean, because it's like the way it is now. It's like it's gonna happen, and it's gonna keep happening. I hope that you can actually get over the line. You know, especially when Victor Osimhen joins or any of the Nigerian player joins, at least go Takarios go there. We go to pray for them. You know, at least Ola will be playing for will be supporting us at that point in time. You know, when we
If
got
Messi wins the
Chelsea,
league next
Chelsea
season,
today.
Arsenal will be second. If Manchester win next 2 seasons, Arsenal will be second. They will be second. They can't smell the title. Never.
yeah. Mr. Patrick, we are just. I would have loved you to join, honestly, because I've missed you here too. But it's just that we spent a lot of time. But Tabada, thank you once again for finding time to actually join, and all of you too. Thank you for actually for joining. When the list is out, I promise you guys that even if the list is not out by next Friday, I will come and give you an idea of the list. At least the way I cut their face now, and you guys can get some of the players. I go cut all of their heads too, so that you guys can be able to guess which player I think that should was on that list. I thank you guys for joining, and I will see you again next week Friday. Thank you, Dawada. Thank you, our debutant, Temiziani. Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you. So that is that for today. I will see you guys again on Friday when we discuss another wonderful Friday night football club. This is where we do our disco. This is where we go to our club. This is where we do our disco every Friday night. So now champagne and bismuth now remain and just to cool everything, so done. So thank you guys for actually joining. See you again. Thank you.